Alright, mic check. 1, 2, 3. Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women of all ages, and anyone and everyone in between, welcome. We're here for part 2 of our Outer Worlds playthrough. The Anarchist playthrough, to be specific. And with that, we're going to be finishing off Edgewater today, and then we're going to be going to the Groundbreaker. After that, we are going to take a quest from a certain lovely lady, whose name I shall not specify for spoilers' sake, and we shall go and hit up the second area of Terra 2, which is the planet that Edgewater is on. That being said, just a quick recap for those of you who have not seen the last part. Excuse me, sorry. We are doing an Anarchist playthrough. I am playing a lady named Lucky. And she is a rather lovely lady, as you can clearly see. Parvati is right there, being Parvati. And we're going to be going into Edgewater. We had shut off their power and allied ourselves with the deserters. That being said, of course, I'm going to break in there eventually and steal everything, because that's been kind of how I've been playing this, is if it is not nailed down, it is free loot. And I say free loot, I mean free money. That being said, I know I said I was going to continue that, but I want to get those quests done. So I'm going to collect everything that I need and finish off the quests that I have on this planet. Being the debt collection, and of course, collecting the fingers of bandits. So I'm going to do that first. Kill the bandits, take their fingers, return the money, because I need money. And then I'm going to likely... what am I going to do? Well, first I'm going to kill some monkeys.
Here we go. Nice one. Got him all.
The power of the machine gun is rather beautiful. That being said, I apologize for not commenting on my ammo count having been 666. I am highly disappointed in myself, being as I take some pride in being the funny man with the funny number and the funny plan.
Got it. Inside voices.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get things started nice and proper. Now, Mr. Bertie, please take a seat. Thank you. Goodbye, doggy. Goodbye, Mr. Cotton. It doesn't matter if they know I'm here. The damage has already been done. Please, go investigate your friend's body. Oh wait, you can't. You've just joined them in the afterlife. That being said, to anyone who has watched and will watch, thank you. I know I said it at the end of the last stream/video, but I want to make a habit out of, thanking you for your time, because your time is valuable. You could be spending it watching any other creator, but you've chosen, one way or another, to come and watch me. So, thank you. I hope I live up to be entertaining at the very least, and if not, then I apologize for my failure in that sense. That being said, of course... Battlefield. If you have any recommendations that you'd like to leave on how I could theoretically make things a little more entertaining for the likes of you, please do let me know. leave a comment, or if you end up catching the stream and somehow manage to catch up after watching the first 5 minutes, and leave a comment, or even tag in the chat and, you know, let me know. I have had in mind for a while of taking questions from a site like Telenym and basically just allowing people to ask me questions, which I would answer here on the stream, and of course I would then go back and answer off of the website after I get done with the stream. But for now, I suppose a little bit of information about myself might be useful. I've said this before, but I'm a fan of Dungeons and Dragons, and I tend to like a lot more nerdy things. My recent interests have been revolving around Lancer and some of the other games of that nature. Stuff like D&D, but not necessarily in the same setting. Stuff like Pugmire, Cyberpunk Red, and I forget the other names of the other ones that I have access to that have been graciously provided by a friend of mine. But I tend to like DMing, but I do also like playing those types of roles. As you could clearly tell if you watched the last video, I tend to get in the murder hobo mindset when I choose to start this game. So, fun tidbit, I don't normally play murder hobos. I just sound like one because, yeah. I just sound like a murder hobo. And it's part of the act for the most part. It's not necessarily intentional. Okay, let's get another one. Alright, donked. Pull out my mainstay. Damage dealer. Blood will help. Jeez, did it. Okay, heal. I do need to get some new weaponry, of course. This is not doing me justice. But, at the moment, I suppose I should talk about some of my D&D things. I doubt many people are going to actually watch this, and thus I doubt many of the people who would be interacting with my D&D content will actually hear anything about this. And if they do, oh well, but if they do not, even better. I tend to write some modern-ish fantasy settings for D&D. Normally I try to balance out technology, having it to where they have steam trains, but not necessarily flintlock weaponry. And the reason for that is mainly pure bias. I don't like flintlock weaponry in D&D. I think it's... I don't think it's fitting. And I also don't think the weapons actually are balanced well enough for what they are in-game. Because the idea that you have to spend an entire turn reloading until you unlock, like, bonus actions and everything just does not sit well with me. That being said, I'm going to grab my phone really quickly and spread the link around, so if you will kindly excuse me for one moment, I shall be right back. Okie dokie. Allow me to pull up my own channel. As vain as that may make me seem, I'm going to pull it up so I can get the stream and send it around since I am live. But, that, of course, being said, I am now back. I'm going to get the link and I'm going to send it around. So if you'll excuse me for just one more moment,
Hey, take your time.
I will take my time, Parvati. So thank you. And I am over-encumbered as per usual. Except I cannot go to Cell unless I go to the botanical labs. What do I even have that much of that makes me oh so heavy? Most likely armor. Because I doubt it's junk. Yeah, it's most likely armor. Because a lot of this is not my style. Okay. So, one of the campaigns that I currently have working on is following a group of players who are unknowingly dead. And this should hopefully, if they see this, they should hopefully only see after this, but the campaign starts with them waking up from a rather disturbing nightmare of the village that they once called home getting burnt to a crisp. And they will meet and see one of the people who had, well, they meet one of the people who had been there when it burned. And they think they remember them, or at least they think they see the familiarity, but they do not know who they are. But that is all I'm going to say for now, just so I can have some interest built. That, of course. Okay, I'm going to go and not talk to you. I need to talk to you, Stefan. And I need to sell things to you, and then I need to go find the workbench that's supposed to be here. Use it and see if I can't give my armor a minor
Something I
boost.
can help you with?
Yep, let me sell you my stuff.
Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
Right, I forgot. Did I buy the revolver off of him yet? No. I could. But let's sell everything I do not need right now. Bink, bonk, bink, bonk, bink, bonk, bink, bonk, bink, bonk, bink. Sell all this stuff that I don't need. Keep the kits and sell all of my junk. Then we go and we bought... I gotta give it a try. For the damage it has, I gotta give it a try, because if it's better than the... Because it's got better damage than that. Okay, so we put you back up and we put you up there. Light, heavy, energy. Got one thing using all my ammo types. Oh, it's got a... I don't like that scope. I'm gonna remove it if I can. Where is the workbench in this place? Is it down here? No. Where's the workbench? Zoom in. Alright, landmines that way. Workbench, there it is. Okay, modify. Can I not remove the scope from it? Well, son of a gun. Thug kit, tech kit, thug kit. Gives me increased melee skills. That's plus 5 plus 10, that's plus 5 plus 10. I guess. Backpack, give me that. Give me the toughened. Okay. It's almost a shame that I can't get rid of that stinky, binky sight off my revolver. But I should have expected nothing less. This game tends to do that. Okay, you don't need the modifications, you do not. Making use of that is pointless. You, however, are going to get the, what is it, the gyro sight? Yes, the gyro sight. Okay, so that's extendo sight. I don't see how that works, but okay. I don't see how having a 6x scopes gives me a lesser max range or lesser effective range, but you know what, I'm gonna leave it. It is disappointing that I have that, but I will have to make it work. Okay, so Fistful of Digits is nearly halfway done. I don't know what this frame rate error is, but it is concerning me. But let us see, let us see, let us see. What else shall I be? Okay. Doc Mabel, didn't I already? Alright, that's turning in the fingle. Fingle. I'm gonna turn in the fingle. Gotta turn in the fingers. Okie dokie 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 doop. Okay. Time to get your comeuppance, Mr. Mabel. I do hope you don't mind me using Fiverr on you. I wonder if this thing actually has better... I mean, it has better damage, so surely it'd be better I'm going to use a snub-nosed revolver for a stealth weapon, of course. Because that's just the type of sophistication that I breed. You shan't see anything, Marauder. Look out. Bonk. They saw nothing. Now I'm conflicted. I thought I wouldn't like the scope on it, but now I kinda do. The pain of duality. That being said, I do notice I have at least one viewer, so hello. Welcome. You've come just in time to watch me go and... He might have had a family, but he's a... Well, I can't say that he's an anarchist, because I'm an anarchist. He was a criminal. I'm an anarchist. I'm better than him, and I'm simply doing my job. So while he might have had a family, I don't care. He better have had life insurance, I'd hope. Hello, Doc Mabel, with your blade on a stick. That being said, howdy, Arachne. How are you doing? I know it's been a hot minute since I've, said anything or showed that I'm alive, and I apologize for that. I've been rather busy, and to be honest, I put your server in a spot that I forgot about until I found it earlier today, so I apologize for that. Okay, let's go get what's up there. I'd say both. BG3 would probably be good, but I don't have a way to run it because it's not coming to PlayStation, which makes me annoyed. But I'd say between the two of them, probably BG3 would be your better bet for right now. Just because I know you like the D&D type stuff. But then again, you also like the Pokemon type stuff, so it's... It's on the PS5, but I have a 4. And I have very little means right now to get a 5. Unless they're going to release a new wave of it on Amazon or something for relatively cheap. Because believe me, if I had a PS5, I'd likely be streaming it and not this. But at the same time, I do owe it to myself to finish a playthrough of this for my channel. So that's what I'm doing. Because, like, I'm gonna be 100. I would get it just for, like, interacting with Karlach and Shadowheart and seeing how I can break the game. Because it seems like it's a game that you could theoretically break. And I want an excuse to make Drizzt in the game, because it'd be funny to have if Drizzt is in there, it'd be funny to have Drizzt encounter Drizzt. Oh yeah, no, Outer Worlds is extremely fun. I've played a couple playthroughs of it before, so this isn't my first time touching it. That's why I have certain weapons already, i.e. Fiver and the blade on stick. That's why I know about them. Actually, I really liked blade on a stick. It's probably my second favorite melee weapon, aside from the axe. At least for two-handed stuff. Plasma cutter and stun baton take the first one-handed stuff. I always see that, but oh well. Okay, any other quests I have to do? Small grave matter. Find the 3 volumes. Might be young in the plants repair bay. Okay, so cannery. I did put that. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't think they'd mark that location. I thought they would have had that unmarked. Oh well, it's interesting at least to know. I could have sworn I came in here. I must have missed it when I came in. Oh well, I'll get it again. And if I haven't been in here, then I'll clear it out and loot everything because I'm a gremlin, and loot is my identity. Yeah, I have been in here. Huh, I guess I missed it. Oh, time to go all the way upstairs just to grab a book. That wasn't there originally. Sneaky game. Oh, I'm gonna go deliver these to Thomas. get whatever the reward will be. Okay, let's just fast travel because I don't feel like walking all that way. Assuming it is still Ragni watching, I have considered starting to stream some other stuff as well, not just PlayStation 4 games, but I'd have to get OBS and some of that stuff set up on my laptop, and I don't really want to do that. Or at least the OBS part. But I could theoretically stream stuff like Mass Effect 2 and Brutal Legend and Overlord and stuff like that.
No kidding. Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. That's a complete... I'm
glad...
I've been saving something.
What did I get? What did I get? What did he give me? Not a blade on a stick. What did he give me? Not... Yeah, I've had issues with OBS before, which is why I'm not too keen on trying to do it again. Because I've had... Yeah. I've had issues with OBS. Electrocharged surface. Is that a mod? That's a mod. Interesting. Not bad, though. Yeah, no, I've had issues with OBS trying to do that kind of stuff before. That's originally how I had the YouTube video on my channel of me playing it the first time and doing, like, my near mid-skip playthrough instead of doing it like streams. But I want to stream, not stream, but like record more stuff on YouTube. It's just that uploading is a pain in my neck. But like, I had fun with this before because I've done other playthroughs. And one of the games on my list to eventually do is the Mass Effect Legendary Collection, since it had been on the PS Plus stuff for free like a month or so ago, I think. Yeah, about like a month or so ago. No, not would have been a month. It would have been a while back. But I got it since it was on the PS Plus, and I need an excuse to play it. So what I was considering doing was consecutive streams of like playing 1 and then 2 and then 3. I don't want to play Andromeda. Andromeda ain't it for me. I played it, I liked it, but it ain't it. 99% because they didn't have Tali. Tali's Avas Normandy. I like Tali, but that is me being weird.
Thank you. I told Santa. It is indeed. Enlistment fee. You, in fact, I think you ever. Bang up work, soldier. So I would reward you with.
I want to do it, but I can't. Not yet. Because now I gotta go in, go collect everything. Okay, now what am I doing? I need to do dialogue skills. and pray I have enough. Because if I don't have enough, I'm killing him. I'm killing Reed. And I have no regrets. I'm just gonna look at Parvati and be like, hey, yeah, he had to die. Why? Because he was a bastard. And she's just gonna be like, oh, okay. And then come with me anyway, because Parvati is Parvati, and she doesn't care at the end of the day. But yeah, a lot of my stuff on the PS4 I want to stream. There's other games. I have an entire list on my Discord, which I have linked in the description, I hope. If not, oh well. I have a list somewhere, though. I just gotta find it. Okay, let's focus on the debts before I do this, because it's money. Okay, was it in the general? I think it was. Yeah. Some of the stuff I was considering doing was like Cult of the Lamb, Dying Light the Following, Generation Zero.
Tells. You're right. You know. Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold. That's unthinkable. I can't ask.
Are you?
Desperate? I'm going to have to ask Silas. I'm sure. Here you are. Graves.
Okay, running around at the speed of fast.
Silas knows, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, and I gotta turn on my... Oh yeah, I forgot, since the city has no power. Yeah, I don't regret it. I have no regrets.
We pay by the...
Cool. Cool. And the last person I gotta collect from... Phalius.
I put my whole...
Running and pointing a gun at your face.
Shit. Because they're not my... If you... Laura... Shit.
Maybe Adelaide was right.
Adelaide was right to leave. I'm gonna turn in my stuff, get the XP for the quest, and then... Yeah. To continue on with that list, Hotline Miami 1 and 2 were on that, as well as the Mass Effect Legendary Edition Collection, Metro 2033, Metro Last Light, and Metro Exodus, The Forest, Forager, Inscription, Soul Calibur 6, this game, obviously. There are some other things, but I can't think of anything else off the top of my head that I had as a possibility for my stream, but... Right, I gotta go over to Silas. Ooh. Boot. Now you run, turn the stuff into Silas, and get out. That being said, I do have a show. Can I take up games? No. Pain. There's Silas.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Lovely.
Thanks. My dad's buried here. Oh.
So, you run into any... And I'll buy...
Cool. Time to go deal with the Reed. Now the question is, do I kill him? Yes. Because it's funny. And because I want his hat. His hat makes a really, really good dialogue benefit, since I kinda can't. Yikes. I'm glad I did all my looting before I got to this point. Because I can't get anywhere. Anywhere. Not even in there. I could just... Oh, I just wanna ping him right now, but I can't. I can't bring myself.
You want to know what Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters. I never knew how right I was. That power wreck... Whatever you were hoping to find... All right. I'll order my... Stand down, all of you. We're done.
Yeah, you are. Otherwise I'd have turned them all into corpses. Also, I didn't say this, but I tested it in one of my... I don't know if I tested it in the stream, but you can't grab that early. I tried. You get shocked for it, and I love how they have the sprats around to try to warn you about that. Their visual storytelling is pretty damn good. Of course, we go and we immediately be thankful that I upgraded the dialogue skills. Upgrade them to get them to 40. Then we go and we turn... what do we turn up? No, can't cancel. Stealth, because I like getting the... Having a 23% 3-point sneak damage benefit will be helpful. Especially since I'm starting to run the 5er. Because that thing having 77 damage for a revolver at this early stage of the game is pretty damn good. That being said, I will have to trade out the LMG eventually. Preferably for a Mark II LMG. And if not, I will trade out 5er for a Vermin. Because the Vermin is insanely good for no reason. That being said, where are my benefits that make it so I'm better without companions? Damage when alone in party, because that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm planning on trying to do this as much of a solo campaign as best I can, until I have to collect party members for quests. Because I'm doing any and every quest that I can, because I want to try to max this save out as best I can. And my intentions are to, outside of making Lucky here a powerhouse and a tank, my intention is to attempt to go through the rest of the game without needing somebody like Parvati. So I'm going to be taking the perks and everything I need to do that. And that also gives me an excuse not to boost medicine and skills like that directly once I reach a certain point. Because 9 times out of 10, Medicine isn't even a checked skill.
Is this your ship? Oh, Edgewater. I have. I want to ask you something, and if you ever... Yes! Cap...
Okay, now that the vicar's here, we ignore him. Okay, climb up the ladder. Drop the power regulator. Jump off the ledge. Break my ankles. Burp, excuse me.
What can I do for you, Captain?
What can I do for you, Captain? I've installed the power regulator. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I am planning on doing the same thing as I did yesterday, or not yesterday, with the last stream, where I'll go for 2.5 hours. Which should give me enough time to get some decent progress in if I focus mainly on the story, which I'm not. But more parts to this isn't gonna hurt. Because it allows me time to get side quests done, and also ramble on more, because that is what I do best.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wright.
Okay, excuse me, sorry. Just got a bit of a stuffy nose because of some things as late. Okay.
Oh, what you saw in Emerald Vale. The Hope has some of the bright... You need to... Gladys
Yeah, okay, Gladys.
Cascadia is utterly seething with... You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm...
I'll talk to Gladys, but cool. Yeah, don't trust the board. I'm going and getting the Shroud. The Shroud is really good. I should have went back and killed Reed. I should have killed Reed. Because don't get me wrong, I love the plant, but I love having the skull there too.
I like what you've done with the place. Kitschy collectibles are such a human inclination.
Okay, transfer. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna dump all of the guns I want to keep. So that being shock stick, blade on a stick, the... do I have... I don't have... oh right, the hunting rifle. Alright. Actually, I'm gonna go tinker.
Make yourself at home, Captain.
Make yourself at home, Captain. Shut up, Ada. Because the first thing I need to do is I need to tinker. I need to get... if I can, get that above the fiver. Because frankly, I love the fiver, but this thing is far, far more worth my while. 102 damage. Okay, that's good. Okay, get that damage. Let's repair all equipped. And then repair you. Then we go and we break down you. We leave the shovel because it's funny. We leave that. That's the one I want to keep, so we'll disregard everything else. I'll sell that one because it's good money. Sell, sell, and sell. Well, breakdown, not sell. Oh well. I'm getting rid of that stupid site. I don't care if it makes my... yeah, cool. Okay, get rid of fiber, put you up there again. That is what I like to see. I don't even care for the scope, because this thing is just phenomenal. Okay, we run up here, we click on Sam. Books, books, books. Heavy ammo, thanks for the heavy ammo, because I'm gonna yoink it all. Where is it? It's not you that gets the saber, that you get the flag. It's her that gets the sable. Saber. And then... because Parvati claims down this room here. Take the light ammo. There's something in here. Dad's wrench, the toolbox. I could have sworn I had something that I picked up for... oh well, not worrying about it. Okay, take the bits, check. Run down. We're gonna go talk to Ada about Sam so I can get the quest.
Welcome back.
Okay, go to Groundbreaker. Welcome to the system app. Yada yada yada. I don't care.
You got a sec?
We want Parvati.
Hey. Did you want to talk?
Nope. Because I'm not going to take you in, or I'm not going to take the Vicar in, because y'all are just a waste of inventory space. It doesn't matter if you give me benefits, y'all are a waste of space. That being said, of course, I need to make sure I'm ready. Tinker with this? Yes. No. That's dumb. Tinker with this. Make it a good pistol. Transition to there. Unselect Parvati. Go in. Now we have a damage boost. I'll need to unlock the next tier to get the dialogue skills, which will be perfection. And then... I do not know. Okay, immediately run over here, talk to Felix. Yada yada yada, goodbye Corporate Trooper. Relax, talk to the kid. Get his side. So you defended the honor of your team. Sounds like you're better off on your own. Technically, the previous captain died in a horrible accident. I'm lucky. Felix milestone. Cool. Later. Run around. Immediately run over here. Climb the ladder. Jump the boxes. Go fast. Jump over here. Pick the lock. Yank everything because it's free money. Pick up the bypass shunt. Run over here. Jump on you. Squat down and grab from you. Grab. Get up there. Jump over here. And sprint. Pick up all of this. Shoot Mr. Boney in the head because he's funny. immediately put on his clothes because it's dialogue armor, and it is a very nice looking suit. Drop down here without breaking my ankles. I broke my ankles anyway.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Flaw tutorial. Acrophobia. Yeah, obviously. It's a benefit. It's a free perk point. Increase my base armor rating. No, vendor prices. And then I'll go with base armor armor rating. And then I'm gonna go for dialogue skills. Open these so I can get through here, so I can talk to this dude. Identification, please. Flag by the board. Any idea? Blah, 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 blah.
Oh.
Got it. End the conversation. Immediately go over here, talk to the constable. Take requests. Assaulting 2 officers. I can see why he's wanted dead or alive. I'll take the posting. I'll be on my way. Open that door up. Run around back here. Ignore it there. Thought I saw a ladder. Never mind. I'm seeing things. Right, you can't get in over there, but you can take from there and then jump up there and jump up there. And you can't get up there. Always thought it was worth a try, but oh well. Peek back here, make sure there's no valuables. Run in here, run around back here. Swore I saw right up there. Jump up there, and then jump up there, and then up there, and then up there. Ignore that because that'll get me shot. Get in here. Who's gonna be the biggest threat in this room? Technically, to be the automechanical. We kill him. The gun. Take a piff. Pop them. Take all the loot. Take the prismatic hammer. Let's go. Use the terminal. Blah, 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 blah. Just had to check. Check the prismatic hammer compared to my axe. Axe just 66, prismatic damage just 72. Goodbye, axe. Hello, hammer. Also, the hammer. This is the only weapon I know of in the game that has a unique model, so I'm going to take it. And I'm over encumbered. Oh well. Okay. Walk over here, loot from the corpses. Having the walk speed boost would probably help for just over encumbrance, but say love you. Right, I forgot I have that for that reason alone. Always have an armor set that has backpack, because I'm gonna have to see if I can't buy a backpack mod eventually. But once I do, I can put it on that armor. And then I won't have to have a second pair of armor, and that means less weight overall. Wow, bright lights. Run immediately over here, open the door. Immediately run over here, check the bathroom, see this Brett. Check that there's no good loot. Armor bits, run around, go back here. Go in here. Wait. Don't sleep. And take everything. Pick up the tossball key, pick up the ammo. just sneaky snack back here, take all of their stuff, because I am a sneaky snack and a thief, and take the medical bay key card. Yep, there was nothing worth taking. So I just go back in here and run along. Sneak in there. Sneak into here. Pull out the hammer, run around back here, grab what I can. Okay, run over here, open the door, close the door. Let's check all of the levels of security on all that. Okay, I have to have key cards for all of it. Disappointment, but oh well. Come in here. Do I have the pickpocket ability yet? No. Okay, run over here, see that there's nothing. Decide to go upstairs. This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. And a bonk. Access the guest messages. Check, check, check. Of course, yoink everything. After all, the name of the game is No Witnesses. Make sure there's nothing else for a while, and then step right out. Take those shunts. Right, you can buy a keycard. Me for gore.
Bless my... You...
Right. Right, that makes sense. Okay, see what she's got, and that is not a lot of stuff for me. The auto-mag pistol would be a good buy, but I don't need the auto-mag, because as much as I like the auto-mag, the thing is that backpack. That's leaper injectors. Nope, don't need that. Don't need any of that. Fastest mining. Ignore him.
Are you listening?
Midday. Over here. Talk to you.
Keep hanging. Look. You...
Okay. Talk to you.
Good luck getting to Jesse. And better luck if you do.
And, you know, just pick up the ID card that's here. Immediately walk in. Walk all the way over to here.
Should have known she'd send a bruiser.
Walk around the corner.
You...
Skip the dialogue. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I'll talk to Udom for her. Right now, that's just a bedroom. There's not anything valuable in there. That thing runs out way slower when you have... no companions, good lord. Okay, run around. Run around, immediately open up to sublight. Right, don't forget, don't have anything I can do here yet. Run around, talk to you, see what you've got. If he has a backpack mod. Nightingale is not bad, but I want backpack. Backpack. Interactable highlight mod. Leaper injectors. Insulated and Mr. Acid. Nightingale step is cool, but I don't need it. Hello, Anti-Cleobot, run around.
Go back to Byzantium.
You have... No. How Alex promised to tell me. I think...
2,000 bits. I can get that though. That's easy as pie. Okay, up my sneak again, because I want to have fat pickpocket skill. Then upgrade my... I don't need my leadership, or my determination, because I don't plan on running with companions. Lockpit's at 47, which is a little strange, but I shall not disagree with that. Okay, melee, I don't need higher. If anything, I want to get my handguns higher.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information needed for the capture of Lewis.
Welcome.
Okay, see what he offers in trade. Then I don't trade with him at all, because instead I'm here to sell. Sell you, my beloved. Keep you because you're legendary. Sell you because I don't need you. Sell you. Sell you. Keep you. Sell you. Sell you. Sell you. And sell you. I don't have enough bits, but that is fine. I will deal with this problem later. Run in here, talk to Junlei.
So we see. The back.
Okay, run in. Don't need it. Run in. Run down. Transition. Yeah, I'm not buying your 2-bit newspaper game. Red.
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or he'll parley with the king.
Nah. See, I don't think I will. The only parlaying I do with bandits is those bullets. I deserve that. I forget my normal strategy of talking into the back, killing everyone, and then just tinking him. But I'm also playing alone, so I need to be a little more bolder. Or a little bit smarter than that. That being said, once it loads back in, I shall take my chance. Okay, transition to the back bays. Here we go. This time I am going to attempt to control where all the fire is coming from. That being said, how do I do it? I do not know. Okay.
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
Take all of their stuff. Load. Pick up again all of the loot. They are now going to be hostile, but that does not matter. Pop a pill. Pop another one. Get back into here. Make you understand why you hear me. Use edge button to do some damage on enemies. Otherwise would kill me. Pop another pill. Deal with you. Peek corner, dodge the shot. Peek, peek. Pop, 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 pop. Take a deep breath, and kill. Check the corpses, because I need the money, and they have lots of loot. There's the group of 3 up here. I'm gonna take that axe, because it's valuable.
Find a new friend. This work.
I need to upgrade my stealth skill more. But for now, it'll do. Make sure I've killed everyone up here. Yes, I did. Take all of their gear. Yoink that from over there. Yoink that from down there. And I don't think there's anything else to loot from here, so I will not do that. Because I already ganked from there, already ganked all of that. Hit that, read that, search that, search that. the energy cells. Hey, Ryan. I love you too, turd. You should stay for a while. See more of your brother's epic elite gamer skills. Well, you just got an innocent lady killed. Yeah, I heard from Mom about having issues. Are you guys getting it figured out? So, I mean, that kind of does and doesn't answer my question at the same time. So, it was a power issue, and it was Windows being funky, I assume? And reinstall all your drivers. Yeah, I know, but like... So I was partly correct when I said it might have been a buggy Windows install. Good to know. But yeah, you missed the last stream, didn't you? Because you were asleep at that time. If you remember the old video I had on my channel, the last... Yeah, I kind of figured Windows exploded. Well, I don't know if you came and saw the last stream is what I'm saying, but if you remember that one video I had from a year ago, that was the start of the Anarchist playthrough, this stream is a continuation of the last stream, which was a reboot, if that makes any sense. I didn't even take the part while I was there. I gotta go back. But just like last stream, I'm staying for an hour or not an hour. Well, I'm gonna be doing this for another hour and then stopping. And basically, I'm redoing my Anarchist playthrough. And with that, I mean I'm going to do everything I can that does not favor the board. If it gets me reputation with the board, I will try to undo it, because I'm not a friend of the board in this playthrough. I am not their friend, I am their worst nightmare. So, what I've been doing, and what I'm going to continue to do, is go in and I'm going to mess things up. There shall not be anything untouched once I am done. I should have taken the benefit to my carrying capacity instead of the damage, but that damage boost helps. And then I need to take the dialogue skills when alone in a party, and then... Yeah, it's rather rainy outside. I'm not complaining though, we kind of need the rain to cool things down a bit. It's been a little hot and humid as of late. So you're gonna be leaving, is what you're saying? Before I end my stream? I'm gonna assume so. So, well, I hope you have fun, dude. Have a great time and all that. Enjoy yourself. Well, don't just stay in the car and stuff. You know, go in. It's not just gonna be purely... See, I'd recommend you go in. You can always come back and catch the stream if I'm still going by the time it's done. And if not, you can always rewatch the first one and then watch the second one. And then watch this one again. All the way through. Because I'd rather you not do, that.
I'm sure they're so, have a look.
Yeah, I hope you realize, dude, I will kill you if I have the chance. Without hesitation, I will blast you to next year. I mean, I know, but what I'm saying is you could go in and, you know, have fun and not just sit in the car and be a bum. Because I doubt the people who are taking you would be too happy if you did that. Okay, fair, but I mean, like, once you get there, you know, let me know you're gonna go and all that jazz.
What can I do for you? Don't take my... have a look.
Jealous. There goes the random lag spike, frame rate spike. Oh well, it's not like it matters. Yada 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 yada. Tell me about the opportunity. Tell me about the qualms. Say no more, I'm in. Abandoned outpost, yep. Yeah. Yeah. Except I'm not playing it in that sense. I'm playing it in the sense of...
You've returned.
We fight to earn the right to freedom. I'm gonna run over here, go down there, take care of that. I don't like how they cycle the bolt after every reload, but it does feel like a nod to New Vegas and the varmint rifle, so I really can't. There you go. Yeah, this is that game. I really enjoy it. It's a time. It's a game I'd recommend people play because it's decent. Dude, I've played it with you around. No, I haven't. But one of these days I want to try to do a collab stream with you or something like that, but we need to find a new game for that. Which sucks. Fart. Plasma ignores your resistances. You had nothing for me. Bastante. Ah, like it's a game made by the Fallout New Vegas devs, Obsidian Entertainment. So that means it's got a lot of like Fallout New Vegas vibes, in the sense that they're trying to go for having it be a almost... They were trying to do a lot of the stuff they did right with New Vegas, but I think the fact that they didn't have much of a budget did not help them. And it hurts because this game has... I mean, just look at the, like... I mean, the HUD design isn't really a big issue. But, like, a lot of the way the skulls and stuff are handled is definitely Fallout E. Though not necessarily Fallout in the way that I liked. But I also like the way they did this, because it makes it feel a lot more easy to grow your character and spec out and be able to see a lot more content than before, but it is what it is. Trying to think. I don't need dialogue. Getting sneak up would be helpful, just because that gives me more damage. And now I have it to where I have 37% more. Yay. I don't need to focus on inspiration or leadership. Like, I think my only big oh yeah, I had a perk point that I got from that. Bonus to dialogue skills when I have no companions. That because of companions. Vendor buying price. Right, let me make sure. Health restored on kill. I'm gonna need that. But first, carrying capacity.
The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of bed. Groundbreaker owes you thanks.
But, like, it's... I love this game, but at the same time there's bits about it that I don't like. The DLC, for example, is one of the bits I'm not too fond of. In New Vegas, you got whole new maps, you've got whole new, like, weapons and textures, and whole new content for New Vegas when you bought the DLCs for it. This game doesn't give you anything like that. As far as I know, it doesn't add new weapons. As far as I know, it doesn't add new mechanics. It just adds a couple of story DLCs. Or DLC quests. Which I'm not too fond of. Okay, that... Okay, weapons from the void. New Vegas' DLC is perfect. I dare say the DLC on New Vegas was completely 120% perfect. The best ever. DLC I've ever seen. But this game's DLC, I don't think it hit it. I think the DLCs on this game were disappointment.
I'm glad we could come to an accommodation. Now,
like, sorry, like, words don't do how I feel about New Vegas's DLC's justice, outside of me saying that it is later, buddy. I'm going to be talking about the DLCs, so you're probably going to want to try to come back in at some point. But the DLCs for New Vegas were amazing. Probably the best I have ever seen, and will ever see. But this game's DLCs don't do well enough, in my opinion. They fall a little short of expectations, because the big thing about New Vegas's DLCs was that they expanded on the world and they gave you a lot more content for what it was worth. But there's not much new content that comes from the DLCs in this. Because, if I'm remembering correctly, like, all you get is
Takes a lot of fun to rack
a
up
bunch
a
of
find
small
like that.
itty-bitty things. But that's it. You don't get much new content or much good content. Yada yada yada.
Wow.
Okay, go on to the unreliable. Oh. Because when I buy a DLC that's going to cost me a decent chunk of money, I want a lot of new content. And New Vegas's DLCs all delivered. The Gunrunner's arsenal added a whole bunch of new weapons, a whole bunch of new stuff that made the game expanded in its weapons scene. All the World Blues has to be probably my favorite DLC from the entire thing, because it was a comedy fest. It took itself seriously enough to where it also was able to not take itself seriously enough. And I know that's kind of a confusing backward statement, but New Vegas, for all it was worth, was a masterpiece. And I feel like if it got a remake with all of its DLCs already included, and it got, like, a lot of good love and care, like, you know, the mod support that they have for 4, I feel like Vegas could be given a lot of new blood if they could make it right and give it the love and care that it deserves. But that being said, I'm going to take the headset off for a moment, so please excuse me. And to, like, catch up with that, I mean in the sense that if they gave it a proper update and they gave it a proper remake with all of its DLCs and they made sure it played and felt like the original in Fallout 4's engine, with Fallout 4's engine, I feel like a New Vegas remake would be amazing.
Yes, Captain.
That being said, continuing the quest, skip all of that. Done talking to you. A lot of what was in I've kind of lost my thought, so apologies there. a lot of... Okay, so Fallout New Vegas, I feel, is one of the best games ever, and I will explain myself in this way. The story is good. The freedom of choice is even better. The fact that you can play a good guy and a bad guy is interesting, but being able to choose a neutral path, saying that you don't want a part in the war, is also really good. And I feel like Skyrim missed the mark with what New Vegas did there. Because either way you chose, the ending wasn't really altered that much in Skyrim by which faction you chose. But on New Vegas, the faction you chose mattered heavily. Because one faction was obviously good, the other was obviously bad. But New Vegas earned a lot of the good praise it got.
Hello? Can you hear me? I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing my... Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since... in fact, I've never had a visitor.
Aha! I see you found my portable molecular device. Find the target, point it there. The target will run down. Careful, that's my communications terminal.
Sorry for going quiet, I'm thinking. But a lot of what I fell in love with for New Vegas comes from how it's presented and how it works.
The sissy pigs make excellent test subjects.
A lot of it...
Your old hibernation mask. Can't you remove it? You know, in case you were prone to vomiting.
I'm losing my train of thought here, and I apologize. Like, I feel that New Vegas's DLCs did a really good job of setting up their own continuity of events, but also setting up a greater narrative and expanding on the story of New Vegas itself. For instance, Old World Blues, it hints at Ulysses, who would be the final boss from another DLC, which would be the Lonesome Road. And Lonesome Road expands itself upon the Courier, giving the Courier a lot darker of a backstory, but at the same time making it so that way you feel like what you chose either way at the end of the day was still a viable choice. Like, you could nuke the NCR or nuke...
Huh? Oh.
You could nuke the NCR or you could nuke the Legion. And either choice had lasting ramifications for the game, because you'd go back to the main world and see that. And I don't feel like that kind of conversation gets enough talk. Because the game was... it was something else. It had a love for itself, and it knew what to do with itself. And I can't explain or do it justice, outside of saying that it is one of the biggest games I'd recommend playing. Like, without a doubt, New Vegas is probably, in my opinion, one of the best games of all time.
Want to be a brand new you? Try out our respecification machine. Alex installed it himself, right before he died.
Like, New Vegas is one of my top games in my list, and it is something I heavily recommend everyone play. It is an experience. If you can get it...
We gotta talk. This Rose... Something tells me things didn't end well for the guy who made the What's there to know, Captain? If you say so.
Okay. Like, it's a shame that New Vegas didn't get ported to the PlayStation in a better way than it did. But if you want to play New Vegas, the best way to possibly do it would be getting the Ultimate Edition disc for the Xbox One, and assuming that does work with the Xbox One S and everything, doing it that way. Because as much as I want to, you know, be like, best way to do it's PC, doing it on PC is a gamble of its own, and even then, if you're wanting to play the true experience, the best way to probably do it would be on console, because that way you can't mod it and you can't cheat. But at that same time, I have to give credit. A lot of the mods of New Vegas are really, really good. Stuff like the Frontier, and stuff like the Tale of Two Wastelands, and stuff like that is just phenomenal. Like, to this day, I'm genuinely surprised and amazed by the effort that would have taken to do. And I would give that creator every bit of, oh, how do I speak here? Every bit of what New Vegas is absolutely worth the money. It is one of, if not the best, Fallout game that has come out. Its modding scene is good, it's fun, it is a hell of a time, and it earns the right to be called that. But to give credit where credit is also due, another good game is Ghost of Tsushima. I would absolutely stream it if I had not beaten it already, and if I had not started a New Game Plus save. Because it is a game that I believe wholeheartedly is best experienced for the first time, without any previous recollection of it. Another really good game, if I have to give it credit, would probably be the game Brutal Legend, which you can't really find anywhere anymore, and it's a disappointment for that fact alone, because it is a blast of a game. And for somebody who likes rock and heavy metal, it is definitely worth giving a check out. But that also being said, and to give credit to another good World War II shooter that I'm thinking of, the Saboteur was an Xbox 360 era game that honestly was really, really fun. And I think it didn't get nearly enough love. The premise was that you were playing an Irishman in France during the Nazi occupation, And I'm gonna be fully honest when I say this. The game was amazing. It was fun, it was pretty easy to get into. Your main character was kind of a lovable asshole. And it was always a fun time going in and just kind of blowing things up, because that's one thing that it did really, really well, was its explosions, and the atmosphere of the game was just brilliant. And it is absolutely worth giving it a try. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Like, the Saboteur was just, it was an interesting title, and I feel like it was different in a good way. Because it was made in the era where, again, a lot of World War II shooters just didn't do well. This is right after World at War and all of those type of games started coming out. But honestly, I feel like the Saboteur needs to be given a lot more love. It is a hell of a time. And it needs more love. Okay, continue. Same thing, but this time we're not gonna go fighting. I'm just gonna make my way around. But I feel like we've lost something as well from the old era of games and gaming. And I know that's kind of a odd tangent to start, but we lost a lot of good game ideas and good game design. I'm talking stuff like Bully, Scholarship Edition. I'm talking stuff like, you know, the Amazing Spider-Man, Halo Reach, Oblivion, the original Modern Warfare, Batman Arkham Asylum, old stuff that really deserved the love that it had at the time. And I think that the price of a lot of those games is definitely a disappointment.
I done had enough of this shit. I'm just the distress call from got me. Scientists. Oh, before I forget. And
I just, like, I've got a lot of love for the original games on the 360, stuff like Halo 3 and stuff like that. It was a different era in my opinion, but I think I'm actually gonna cut it short here. So, that being said, I am going to call it here. You know all the normal YouTube jazz. If you like the video, leave a like, yada yada yada, all that. And thank you for your time.